dear book of pre-modern thought and random ideas. Ole'Pops here. Smoking my Europe today with some 50-plus-year-old Velvet. I talked to my son, who lives in Australia, on the phone the other night. He owns a restaurant. He said he was adding Chinese food to the menu to be more gender specific. He said women related better to Chinese food because wonton, spelled backwards, is not now. I told him I was glad to see living on the other side of the world wasn't letting his education stand in the way of his ignorance. I went to an auction and bought a pencil that was supposed to have been owned by William Shakespeare. He chewed it a lot. I can't tell if it's to be or not to be. If procrastination was an Olympic sport, I think sooner or later I'd probably medal in it. My absolute best non-swearing insult would have to be, I hope you step on a Lego. Well, three people having sex is called a threesome. Two people having sex is called a twosome. So the next time someone calls me handsome, I'll not take it as so much of a compliment. I purchased a box of condoms earlier today. The cashier asked if I'd like a bag. I said, nah. She'll turn the lights out. I walked past a homeless guy on the way home. He had a sign that read, "One day this could be you." So I put my money back in my pocket just in case. Last night, Jilly Darling and I were having dinner at Burger King, and three conspiracy theorists sat at the table next to ours. There's no freaking way you can tell me that this was a coincidence. My therapist tells me I have an inferiority complex. But I'm afraid it's not a very good one. I received a call from the elementary school telling me my son is constantly lying. I said, tell him he's pretty good at it. My son lives in Australia and he's damn near 40. Whenever my wife starts finishing sentences for me, all I want to know is what I said wrong. I mean, I'd like to see things from her point of view, but I can't get my head that far up my own ass. I'd love to be able to finish other people's sentences the way she does, but lately her versions are just better. Book of Random Thoughts. My IQ test results just came back in today's mail. I'm so relieved. It's negative. If anything is possible, then is it possible for something to be impossible? Stopped by my local humidor today for some tobacco. While I was on the square, I laid down on a bench for a 20-minute power nap and made $7.36 in loose change. I'm Old Pop.